What's going on, guys? It's Tony with Urban Girl Scout Media. Living the dream as always, and coming to you today to do a special off the rails on a trend that I'm seeing on social media that I think people, social media groups, both from moderators, the admins, and the users of the site, that I want to talk about a little bit because I think it's going to create, some issues for people, no matter what group you're in, if this is happening. So let's jump right into it. I am in a few different Magic the Gathering groups, and over the past, week, I've seen a sharp increase in posts. I don't want to say they're virtue signaling, but posts where we're asking, can the racist, sexist, bigots, hatred-filled people oust themselves so we can just ban them? And it turns into a whole thing. Now, I'm focusing strictly on Magic the Gathering here, just because that's, the group that I've noticed this the most in. But I've seen it in a couple other groups. There's an office group that I'm in that had something similar. So what ends up happening is there's a few types of responses when someone posts this. And it's almost never an admin. I've not seen one admin actually post this. I've seen several admins and moderators in the specific group that triggered this conversation today. I've seen several admins and moderators put up posts saying, hey, we're not here to be your social justice counselors. You guys will be banned based on what you post, things like that. They're trying to say, we have good morals, which of course someone said, genuine question, what's your political views amongst the group? Because, morals and political views are the exact same thing. Whatever. But what it really comes down to, there's a few types of responses. There is the people who genuinely oust themselves, whatever that looks like. There's the people who troll and try to fan the flame, saying this is a good idea. The people who troll and try and say it's a bad idea and fan the flames. And then I think you have people like me who really want these groups to be for things besides these politics. I don't want Magic the Gathering to immediately jump to that if it doesn't have to. Now, if something happens within the context of the game that causes that to happen, where we have to have those conversations, absolutely. Perfect example is the card Invoke Prejudice. Had to have that conversation about it. We did. Let's move on. The problem that I have is that people are making everything about race and politics. And I do not have to support that conversation in every aspect of my life. No one should. And just because I'm saying that doesn't mean I'm not down for the cause. But what it does mean is sometimes people need an escape to find something positive. Sometimes people need something to kind of help them recharge so they can have a distraction for a little bit. And I know for a lot of people, Magic the Gathering fills that void. I'm one of them. So not even being able to find conversations online that don't turn into that race baiting, really toxic conversation is really getting annoying. I believe that we should just be judging people based on who they are, not what they look like, what they believe in for religion, or what their sexual orientation is. I believe you should learn about somebody and then judge them from there. Simple as that. If I was truly a racist, there's a lot of things I wouldn't have been afforded in my life. But I say this very aware of what I just presented beforehand. We don't need race to be brought into everything without purpose. Blatantly posting online, can we just have the racists oust themselves, is one of the most ignorant things I've seen people of any kind of group do. I mean, you could go from like a Bob's Burgers to a Nintendo fan to a Magic the Gathering to a Funko Pop, action figure collectors. I mean, these are groups that I actually, I'm in these groups, and these are things that I've seen. And people think they're completely justified trying to rile up the shit because they believe that they're getting it right, but they're just trying to be right. There's a huge difference there. My motto has been, I don't have to be right, we have to get it right. And getting it right means equality. It doesn't mean I'm going to go out and blast people. And I think a lot of these people just have very low self-esteem to where they have to get the attention for themselves and feel like, yeah, man, I'm really fighting the cause. Fighting the cause on social media like that in non-political, non-theological, non-race topic groups really just, it's not even virtue signaling, it's just douchebaggery. Because a lot of people want to support that cause, but they also need a place to go to recharge. I don't care about anything else when it comes to a human other than their characteristics of who they are, but you still have to allow people a place to go, and I don't want to say safe place, but you have to allow people the chance to detach. Now, today, a moderator put up, in one of these groups, put up the post about, hey, we're not looking to start this. If you guys say something stupid, we're going to ban you or block you, whatever that looks like. But please stop with these bait posts. And there's a lot of people who replied right away with, well, tell us what your views are, because the moderator said that amongst a group of them, they feel like they have a good balance of morals. And then, the jackass who says, well, what about your political views? Can I ask that genuine question? You fucking troll. God, smack the fucking taste out of that guy's mouth, somebody. Complete idiots. So, don't be one of those people, guys. Don't be one of those people that goes out and tries to take what little things are left to enjoy this year and try and turn it into something negative just to make yourself feel better. If somebody steps out of line in a post or in a conversation, if I'm talking to a friend, if I'm with a group of friends and one of them steps out of line on a topic or makes that racial cross, then yeah, we're going to have that conversation. But I'm not going to go and try and bait them into it, because that actually creates more resentment. Problem is that everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to get it right here. And a lot of it, I'm sorry, this is going to be really insensitive, a lot of it is white people trying to virtue signal online. Take that for what you want. But I have not seen a whole lot of mixed race or anyone non-white for that matter really posting stuff like that. It's generally the white folk. So maybe the virtue signaling for all the years of not giving a shit is a little bit obvious. Instead of going online and trying to just create this toxic environment where you actually are posting something that you're not held accountable for because you're online as well, why don't you get out on the streets? Why don't you go ask your elected officials to do something? Give your time to a food bank. Do something other than bait people online, because you are actually not helping any more than what you believe those people who are against you are doing. If anything, you're aiding them in making them feel like, hey, I'm being attacked. Some of them, you're genuinely going on your way to attack, and I think that becomes an issue. If they want to say stupid shit like they do, let them out themselves. They will eventually, trust me. I really believe that. But this invasion of people trying to be virtue signal, super woke to get clout points has got to stop. Because that's how all these movements and how all these things really lose their momentum, is when we make it about being right and not getting it right.